So I thought it was going to rain today, and then the sun came out. So I decided to start getting some stuff done. One of the things I definitely needed to do, which I probably should have done it within the last week or so, was to get this leaf mulch off of this garlic. So I just took a leaf rake and very, very gently raked the top layer real slowly of leaf mulch off of the garlic. So that way, all these little guys could start having access to the sun. So they were underneath. You can see they're kind of pale coming up through. If you can see that right here. A little pale, almost white. I see that a lot with the asparagus if I don't get the leaf mulch off of it early enough that it doesn't have access to sun, so it won't photosynthesize and won't turn green. So that's what we're doing today. So I did rake everything off the top, and I'm just gonna go through with my hand and kind of get some of this other stuff off, because I can see most of them are popping up already pretty well. This one here, and here, and here. This is grass. I'll get that out later. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to disturb the roots that we've already got established. Just, I want to show you. This is the elephant. This is the elephant garlic. It's huge, see? Or it starts getting a little too wet. So we'll give it some sunlight and let things dry out. I'm really excited. And there's the final result. I got everything out from around the plant, so now they can all get some sunlight. Definitely was good timing because underneath all the leaf mulch, it was still pretty cool. Very cool, I should say. Like cold, so you can see them all popping up. They definitely need some sunlight, that's for sure. But here they are. So far, so good. So now we're going to take care of the asparagus bed. Definitely after you stop picking the asparagus, you let the ferns grow up and you let them die off. They actually tip over like they are here, and then they cover up the ground and help insulate the ground. And so the roots don't get frozen. So I'm gonna cut them down now and see what we got. Well, there we go, it's all raked up. I will be interested to see if my little tiny baby asparagus plants come up this year. So last year I tried an experiment and I planted asparagus seeds. I actually got plants, I transplanted them, and they lasted all summer. I couldn't believe it. So this will be the true test if they actually come back this year. So I was trying to be careful with it when I was raking, but I did notice that there's definitely some damage from the mole or the vole, whatever the heck it is. So I hope they didn't damage the roots too badly. But you can see each clump here I clipped off. So we'll have more asparagus shooting out of there here anytime. Yeah, so I'm psyched. We'll see how it goes. This will be year 3 with these roots, asparagus roots. So we have started the garden of 2022. Yesterday I started some seeds. I'll show you these. May not look like a lot, but there are a lot of varieties of different things in there. We are about 8 weeks, almost 8 weeks to planting time. So I'll run through quick of what we're doing. We got peppers and one cherry tomato, a sweetie tomato, because I don't want a lot of those. They produce a lot. So Romas, giant Belgium, beefsteak, and then these are the Brussels, the jalapenos, eggplant. What's this one? Banana peppers. Then I have my onions in the back. Onions, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. So if you've seen some of my previous videos, these 3 are the onions. Really all I did was sprinkle them onto the soil and I put some soil on top. I always pre-moisten everything, and to go back a little bit, I spent most of the morning sterilizing all of my stuff. I put a splash of bleach in my kitchen sink full of water, and I scrubbed everything, cleaned everything. You don't want to carry over bacteria from last year if you're using pots from different things. So start off nice and super clean. I have videos from this, well, from last February, if you wanted to check those out of how I did that. And then I pre-moistened all of my soil in a bucket. Actually, that's right here still. Pre-moistened all my soil, and then I started potting. And I got these going, and I just sprinkled them and put dirt on top. And the roots are pretty fibrous on the onions, so I can do it this way. And I do have previous videos, and I'll show you as I go along. I kind of did almost the same thing with the tomatoes, because I've recently learned that I can do that with tomatoes too. But the rest of the stuff, they got their own individual little cells. I do have a heat mat going right now just to keep it a consistent the soil a consistent temperature right now. I put the dome on at night. I'll just keep the heat mat on for a couple of days just to keep everything warm. I definitely have a system, and it has worked well in the past, with the heat mats and the grow lights. So I decided to come back out to my 3-season porch, kind of just open the door, let the heat come in, and that's okay. It worked really well last year. So the heat mat, I'll turn the heat mat on at night, put the dome on it, and then in the morning I turn the heat mat off. And until the seeds have sprouted, I might keep the dome on. But I'm here for the next couple days, so I'll take the dome off while the sun is out and stuff. And I pretty much do that every day. I'll click the glow lights on in the morning before I go to work, turn the heat mats off, take the domes off. And then that way I'm not using the heat mat and the grow lights at the same time, because then the soil's gonna dry out. It's just gonna get too hot for them. So that's how I incorporate both of those. I do have some previous videos on that too. And also while I was at the store, I picked up a couple of other plants. I got a wisteria plant and a couple of grapevines. So yes, I can plant those in my area right now, but I decided that since yesterday was 25 degrees and today's only supposed to be a high of 30, I wanted to get them out of their packaging. So I just had these other pots from when I got the lavender. So I just filled those up and put them in and stuck them out here where it's sunny. I keep the door open during the day. I do shut it at night, but they'll be okay. So I will do this system until I can up pot these. Like I said, it doesn't look like there's a lot here now, but there are a ton of seeds started already. These are my 6 to 8 week plants that need to be started already. I do have a ton of other stuff that I have to start, but I'll wait another month or so and then we'll do some more seeds. By then, these should be pretty much ready to up pot, and I'll up pot them into their own individual containers of what I want to grow. And then this table will start filling up very, very quickly, and it's going to get really, really warm out here during the day, because the camera technically is facing the south. So we are, here, let me turn this way. This is east, south, and west. So I've got a good spot here. I hung my grow lights. My husband put this 2x4 in the ceiling last year. Like I said, it works. So let's just get the seeds started and in a good place. We just put the table down. Here, let me take a step back here. This is my little setup here to get everything started. And then once I up pot them, and then they get over their little transplant shock, because they probably will be a little shocked getting into a bigger pot, then I'm gonna bring them out to the greenhouse. So, and we're working on that this week. We picked up a couple of the last 2 cattle panel trellises that we need to put into the garden. My husband just went to get some wood because I have 2 more raised beds left to build. But again, it's 30 degrees today, so there's no digging dirt for me, but that's okay. It's coming very, very quickly. He got a latch for the inside of my greenhouse because I quickly realized that once I'm in there, the wind opens the door. So that's kind of counterproductive. So a bunch of little things that we got to get through here soon, and I can't wait. While we were at the store, I did find some seed potatoes, so I grabbed them. I got enough to plant 2 different sets, so we'll plant some here in another month or so, 6 weeks, and then I'll save half of them, and then once I harvest these, I'm gonna plant another set and see if I can get another harvest out of it. And I got a couple elephant ears. They're so cute. So I'm gonna put those in front of the shed, the big shed, because it gets a lot of sun there, and we'll see how big these boys get. My husband put a latch on the inside of the greenhouse door because I was having trouble keeping the door shut while I was inside. The wind kept blowing it open. So that's done, so now I can be in here. And now we have to get the little fencing on the shelves so we can get the greenhouse going. It is very warm in here. It's very nice, very tempered, and it is currently 30 degrees outside. I gotta get a thermometer for in here because I don't exactly know what the temperature is in here right now. But it's little, but it's toasty in here. I think I'll stay out here for a while. All right, I got the hardware cloth on this side, top shelf, bottom shelf. Oh, look at that. And I put hardware cloth over top of my little workbench here too. Even with the door open, it's, what's that, 76? With the door closed, it was like 85 in here. I was like, whoo! And I have my little stool here. My husband cut the bottom off for me because that is how short I am. All right, so we got a lot done today. All right, she's done. Had a little hiccup on this side, but we fixed it and we made it work. Bottom shelf, top shelf, top shelf. Ah! Isn't this so exciting? Oh, let's sit. Whew! It's already warm in here. It's still only like 35 degrees outside, and it is 60 in here. Pretty good. Stay tuned, more to come. From my coop to yours. Thank you for growing with me, so I can grow with you.